everybody, today I have a really awesome unboxing for you. I got my canvas lamp slash stand that I'm really excited about. I want to show you what I started with and what made me decide to buy this. So I started using a gooseneck, which you can attach to the table. I liked that part, but if you put your phone in this, whenever you move or hit it, your video gets shaky. So it's just really, and you kind of find yourself like really fighting with this thing. So it just wasn't stable enough for the type of recording and stuff that I was trying to do. So then I invested in this one from Amazon. This one's like 75 bucks. I think it's heavy, which I really like, and can kind of go wherever you want. So I did like this one for a while. It can get a little too sturdy, which, you know, that's looking a gift horse in the mouth. So I shouldn't say anything about that. But the main thing with this is that it doesn't have the light on it. And so I always have to adjust my lighting or do this in a place where I have good lighting. So I was really excited when I saw the canvas option that includes the light. So I'm going to unbox this and we're going to see how it works. Okay, one thing about this is that it is an investment piece. It was about $150, kind of depending on the options that you choose. And I do have a link in the description that will get you 10% off because I am an affiliate with them. But I paid for this full price before I was an affiliate. This is my first time looking at it. So it is an investment piece, but I think if you're doing a lot of recording, it's going to be really helpful. And you can use it for face front recording as well as overhead recording. So let's see. Okay, first of all, we've got our brochure, we've got my packing slip, and then I think there's 2 boxes based on what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Okay. Pretty invest in you. And then a second box that says create today. This one's a bit heavier. I like that it's heavy. That's a good thing. So these are beautiful. I'll open these up and see what's inside. Okay, this is very well wrapped. The lighter box has this little box, which I think has hardware in it, as well as, this is very good bubble wrap. I've never seen extreme bubble wrap casing like this before. I may have to cut it. Okay, this is the stand and the lamp itself. Just throwing trash on the floor at this point. Okay, and also wrapped with the best care, this is the base, and you can get different options based on your preferences, which is kind of fun. Oh, this is heavy. This might even be heavier than my metal one. That is so good. I love it. And if you're curious about what's heavy about it, when you're using something like this, if you put your phone, it can start to bend down. It's not very sturdy. That's less about heavy and more about the joints on it. But if you try to use a lot of those phone stands, it will kind of tip over. I've even used a tripod before and my phone kind of like tips forward, especially if you're trying to video something that's like out so that the arm is not in the video unintentionally. So we like it to be heavy. This is, gosh, I don't know how much this weighs. It's also very beautiful. Like, this looks like a lamp that you'd have on your desk. Let me see if I can figure out how to put it together. This box includes all the stuff we need. So we have our plug-in right here. And then of course, this is USB attached to the lamp itself. That's like, you could consider that a negative that you do have to plug it in. I think it's just something that's a little bit more difficult about the other ones, but it's because it has that lamp, which is a huge positive. So there's no lamps out there that you're not gonna have to plug in. I just kind of didn't think about that when I purchased this, but it's going to be totally fine. This little piece, I'm gonna have to figure out what this piece is. Might be the attachment to the stand for the arm. I'll probably have to read the instructions. An Allen wrench, and then this is a clamp for the table. So I showed you that with this gooseneck. It's really nice that you can clamp this to the table instead of having a stand, just in case that's a better positioning for your video. So this is going to be an option for this as well, which I really like. I'm gonna not use that quite yet. Oh, okay. So this is a selfie mode adapter. So what I think is you're gonna attach this to the phone clip and it's going to be able to be in selfie mode. So I'm probably not gonna use that right now either. So actually, I think all I have to do, of course I could read the instructions. I'm a rebel like that. Oh, this is so nice. Wow. with this. So these things move as you're kind of moving it, which is really interesting. I'm gonna plug it into the stand and tighten this up. And I think that's all I really have to do. And then I can start positioning. Okay, I'm gonna hold it back so you can see all of it. I am 5'6". This is how tall it is, which I really, really love, because that means that you'll be able to get out far enough that the stand is not in your screen or anything. And it's really easy to position. Like, this is so far out as compared to, okay, this is the other one I have, and you can see how far out it goes. And this canvas one goes out a little bit further, which is amazing. And then you can also rotate this part where you put your phone in. And one thing that I didn't see in any unboxing videos, I'll have to put this back down, is how sturdy it is when you put your phone in. So that's something that was a really big issue for me with the other one. So I'm just gonna put my phone in here and knock it around a bit and see what happens. So now we have my phone in it, and I'm just kind of hitting it. I think if you really did hit the screen, there might be a tad of shaking in the phone. This also could be better if I took off my case with the pop socket, because I think that definitely gets in the way a little bit. So if you absolutely hit this, I think there'd be a tad of shaking, but it's not going anywhere. So it's definitely overall a lot stronger than like a gooseneck tripod, even really at this height, which is pretty cool because that's where it starts to get loose. And then I'm gonna need to just play with the arm a little bit. Oh, this is so nice. It's so far out from here. Let's see. You can see how far out that is. And it just goes up so high without even really moving anything. And this is so heavy that it's fully stable. So I'm really excited to record some stuff, and then I need to plug in the light and show you how that works. Okay, let's see what we've got. So first of all, we can turn it on. Yay, beautiful. And then you can go up in volume or intensity and down a couple steps as well. And then you can change it. So this is blue, and this is yellow, and this is white. I love that because some days when it's really snowy here, it gets very, very blue because everything's kind of reflecting and going crazy. I also have a yellow wall, which is back here. So sometimes light can get really yellow in here too. So I like to even adjust it. Here's one that's blue, yellow, and then the white light as well. Of course, I'll probably use the white mostly, but depending on your space, this could be a huge game changer. So one thing I've noticed with my phone, I do have the case with a pop socket, and the camera comes out further than here, and also sometimes can get the ring in here. So I'd either be recording over the ring as opposed to in the middle, but I could just take the case off with the pop socket, which is totally fine, and scooch it back a little bit further, and then it would be in the square that's provided. You can see the square where I'm putting my hand that's provided for the recording. I also potentially might be positioning this wrong, so I'm gonna play with it and see if I can fix that. So overall, I think this is really cool. It's very, very sturdy. It's actually, I'm looking at the camera now, and even as I'm hitting it, it's really not shaking almost really at all. Maybe a tiny bit, but really not that much, and that's only if you hit the actual thing. If you hit down here, it's really not shaking at all. So it feels really sturdy, even though it's kind of light up here and really easy to maneuver. I also think some of these dials could be used to make it even stronger. I just need to play with it a tad. And the Allen wrench, of course, I assume they mean for me to tighten something. So gotta figure out exactly what to tighten and play with it, but I think it feels sturdy. The light being in it means that this would be such a perfect tool for even photographing your work. So not even recording, but if you just set up your camera, if you had one of those like Bluetooth remotes that will use the camera shutter, you could set up the lighting, put a bunch of product flat lays down, and just click away, and it would be so good. You'd have your stable camera set up, you'd have your light. It would be so easy to use for that. And then also, of course, for recording your work, which I'll probably use it to record some other videos on my channel of showing you calligraphy and stationery, etc. Overall, I'm a big fan of the canvas lamp. I hope that you will enjoy it too, or let me know if you have any questions about it. I do have a link in the description that will get you 10% off of this lamp to make it a little bit more affordable for you. I think it's a really good investment for your business if you're taking a lot of product photos, but especially if you're going to be doing a lot of recording with your hands down in a dark space, in a space that's got very blue light and you need to warm it up. I think it's got a lot of cool features that kind of take the tripod recording device and just add that light function to them, which I haven't really seen anywhere else. So I'm really excited to try this out. I can't wait to show you some videos with it. Let me know if you have questions and comments, and while you're here, I hope you'll check out some other graphic design, stationery, business running tutorials that I have on my channel.